Hi, this is Laura with Link Private Tutoring. And so many people were interested in the scholarship tracker that I thought I would make a video for you to just kind of explain how to do that. So I am going to share my screen here and show you the scholarship tracker. So when you open it, you know that you first do File, Make a Copy. So you will make a copy and you can call it whatever you want. An example would be, let's delete the copy of and call it Scholarship Tracker, somebody's last name, Smith. All right, so now you've got yours and you're not making any changes to the one that I shared to everybody. So let me show you the columns, and I put in a sample, and I as well already loaded it with some places that are legit places that you might be interested in looking for scholarships. So first column, the name of the scholarship. Second column, how to get back to it, the URL to find it. Contact info should be where your child will email this scholarship form application if they have to mail it in, which is very rare these days. That information goes here. Criteria could be anything. You could put in, like, you might want to focus on the ACT score as your criteria. So let's say you have to have a 24 ACT. Right now you have a 21 ACT. You put in this criteria after you've researched this scholarship, and you then go back, and once you get your 24, then you can apply for that scholarship. Deadline. Okay, if it says varies on this one, that basically means you can submit anytime. A lot of time, this deadline column is going to be really important as your child, especially if they're a rising junior or even a rising senior, and they're going to be working on these throughout the school year. You really want to, and you can sort the column based on your criteria. So they're really going to want every month to be applying for those scholarships that have deadlines that month. So whenever the deadline is really important. The amount, of course, is important. I will let you know, do not discount the small amount scholarships. $100, $500, a couple of $500 scholarships add up significantly. Recommendation letters, do you need them or not? And that's another discussion, but it's in these times, always, but especially in these times, please give your teachers months. I'm talking months of notice to ask for a recommendation letter, and give them a student, basically like a curriculum vitae or a list of the students' grades, their skills, the things that they've done, kind of like a resume, basically. So does it require an essay? Does it require transcript? And then here, if it says yes, you could also change that. Let's say in your form, you've got, yes, it requires an essay, transcript. Once you've sent the transcript, you could put sent and the date, right? So you'll have that information. Does it require a resume? Put in when you sent that. You should send everything in together, right? Does it require financial records? You know what you need to gather together. Is there anything else you need to do for this scholarship? Then these last three columns are your follow-up. You put the date you submitted, and then you put what the date will be when the winner will be announced. And then once you've received the scholarship, I would use this as a money column. So I would type in, yes, I received it and it was $500. So then you can continue to track it and you can create at the bottom. I don't have it. I've got the bottom as just going as on and on and on with as many, I've pre-populated with a lot of columns, but you can always go to the bottom and you can create a total there, a column for a total. So you can see what you have earned. And now let's look at some of these scholarships that I pre-populated it with. Let's look at the Unigo merit-based scholarships, and you just follow that link. And Unigo is a good site. It's one of the ones that asks you some questions so that it can give you scholarships that apply specifically for you, but you can also find particular scholarships. So here's just an example of one. So let's say you wanted to apply for that, and it tells you what the deadline is. They already awarded for this year. A lot of these are usually yearly. You follow through. Sign up to view. So you just sign up for Unigo one time, and that's a legit source that you can let your students sign up for and start applying. Let's look at, I think I've got a local Louisiana. Let's see, let's look at this Rose Scholarships. And that's just one particular scholarship. And looks like that one is done. So y'all can delete that. I'm gonna delete it. So, and you might do that. You might find that in the summer you found a scholarship and then it goes away. So you can just delete that. Let's try this AMVETS scholarship. For 2020 are being graded. Winners will be notified by July. Okay, so it will reopen in mid-January. So if this is a scholarship that you're interested in, you would put that in, you would put your deadlines in, and then you would know that you can apply in mid-January. You can find out if you need to write an essay. So you can just click on the different scholarships and learn about the scholarship. A lot of this is, I mean, you've got to go through some sites and then you click up and you find out if you qualify. Looks like, by the way, it's open for applying from this one for August 3rd through, yeah, so it just opened up. It explains it. So if you are a veteran, the spouse of a veteran, an active duty service member, spouses of active duty service members, it doesn't say children on this one, but I know they have some. So this says begin, and you're applying, tells you what you need. So all of that can go into the form. So if your child is looking at this scholarship tracker and they're thinking, I don't know how, I don't have time, just look at one. Just pick one, put the information in here, decide what you need to do to apply, and follow through that way. Thanks for joining me. And if you want more tips, you can join my Facebook group. If you go to Facebook, link private tutoring, and at the top, go to more, click on groups, you'll find, or I think if you just scroll down, you'll see groups by link private tutoring, and it's called ACT questions answered, ACT test questions answered, something like that. And you can join that group, and I'll put this and more information in there. All right, thank you very much. It's been nice sharing with you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will find additional information to help you out. Bye-bye.